that particular number of questions. 4 questions, 2.5 marks for each query. 5 questions, 2 marks for each query. Not more than that or less than that we is asked yet. So usually you get a 10 marks question for 4 to 5 questions on the same schema. Okay. So today we'll go ahead with this schema, that is employee database, company database system, where we are having employee works companies manager schema given to you. The first question is, now here I want answers from you people. We will discuss this answer. It is not like I will provide you answer and then it is done. Otherwise, then you will not understand how to write, because query part is like we don't need to remember anything. If you understood the concept of what are the DDL commands, what are the DML commands, then you can write queries. Okay, so that is what required. So I want everyone to participate to answer the questions whichever we will go ahead. Okay, first is modify the database so that John now lives in Mumbai. This question was asked many times in exam. I have just kept here. I have removed that part because those part question when it is asked, that I will give you when I will submit. I will give you all the important questions from the university. So that list I am preparing. I have added only last year paper I need to add, so that I have not yet shared with you. So here modify the database, means whatever the database is given to you, so that John now lives in Mumbai. So first thing, what you are supposed to do here? Anyone would like to
Ma'am,
answer?
we have
Yes.
to update the table.
Yes, first thing that is only I want to tell that as he said, we have to update the table. Okay, now Krishna, you will not answer. Which table we have to update here? Anyone, other person now. I don't want the same student to answer.
Ma'am, the
Yes,
employee
Anurag.
table.
Employee.
Yes, Anurag, employee table, that is correct. Okay, next person. Now, Anurag, you will not answer. Next person, we have to use update on employee table. What will be the first line of our query?
Update employee.
Yes, so as she said, we have to write update employee. So don't we do? We don't need to write a word table, update table employee, because usually we write create table, table name, create view name, or alter table name. So don't you think we need to mention the table keyword here in update?
No,
Update
ma'am,
table
we don't need to
employee.
mention.
Yeah, Krishna.
We need to mention
No,
a
ma'am.
table.
No, because that is a general syntax which is given in SQL, that is MySQL. We have to use only the update command with table name. Correct. So now here we have done with that. Now next, after update employee, what will be the second line? Those who have not given answer, please speak out now. Update employee. After that, yes,
I'm
Prathamesh.
John lives at Mumbai, so we'll change the place as Mumbai.
So what will be the
City,
line? Second line.
city as Mumbai.
No. My first
Set
line is
city.
no, wait, Khushbu, you don't give answer. Update employee. I want different people. There are 62 people right now in our class, so I want everyone to participate. Otherwise, I'll only call out them now one by one. Update employee. Then next is what?
Street is equals to Mumbai.
City is equal to Mumbai. Directly you will write second line. No.
Select John.
Where
Yeah.
employee name equals to John.
We use set word.
Yeah, we will use a set word. Where? But then give me that line, second line, update employee. I'm
Update
writing that.
employee set city is equal to Mumbai, where
Yes,
job employee name is
Where
equal to
employee
John.
name is equals to John.
correct. So according to that, our query will be, I'll just write here, update table name, that is employee is given over there. Then I will write set city is equal to, okay, city is equal to Mumbai. Then my next line will be where uh, the employee name, the keyword which they have mentioned in the schema, we have to use those only. So it will be EMP name. Okay, you don't change those keywords, right? So name is equal to, they have given John, right? So then finally semicolon to indicate that I have finished with my query. Usually these keywords are not required to be capital. Follow one standard only, one place capital, one place small. Don't do that. Okay, now my question is, this is my answer which I have given written over there. Is it correct, or do I need to put anything over here as per whatever answer we have done?
It is correct, ma'am.
Mumbai and John, we have to put quotes.
Quotations Mumbai and John.
Quotation, yeah, correct. Done. Purposely I kept it that only so that you will come to know where exactly we are missing it. Usually we have, in hurry we miss those quotation. If it is a software and we are doing on software, definitely we'll get an error. But when you are writing, it on a exam paper, that time you cannot see the error easily. So you should know that. Okay, fine. So we have finished with our first question. Everyone is agreed. It is very simple question. Fine. Go for the next question. Find all employees who joined in the month of October. Now I'll just make this font size. 1 minute. I'll just tell the person that I'm in the. Yes. So a second question is, find all employees who join in the month of October. But the thing is here, they have not mentioned a month. They have given us date of joining, right? For employee. They have not specified the month. So usually for this, to find out particular part of anything, we use a to char for that particular part, where you will just select month from that particular date. Okay, so here they have asked find all employees. Specifically, they have not asked only employee name. They have asked employees. So for select, what we will select? In select, what we will select? Can anyone tell me first line? What you are supposed to select?
Ma'am, select all, so star.
Select all. So we can write select star, correct. Select star from our table employee, because basically it is a date of joining is a part of employee. Where? What will be there afterwards? We have to use a date of joining part as a month. So we'll write to char date of joining with month, where is equal to October. So if it is 3 character you are selecting, we'll assume it is 3 character, and accordingly we will write. So I'll just put the answer for that. Here we have.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
You can't use from or between.
Yes. You
We
can
can
use.
have the
You
start
can use.
of the month date and end of the month date. We can use between or from, like a.
Yes, give me that query. You can use that. But how you will write the query for that? That is other option to write the same query. It is valid. Yeah. Well, to care date of joining with the specifically I am selecting month. Here the part is like we don't know the year. Other option where you can also write whatever you want to find out, that is date of joining between. Okay, between so and so date. So you can put one starting of October with complete format and end of October. That is other, again, if Krishna is giving answer, otherwise I'll write. That is other solution. That is also valid. Instead of this, we can write
I have one doubt.
Yes, say.
In the assignment of first group, there you have asked us to add something. So what you have to add, I'm not getting it. Are we ever supposed to insert a new data, or we are to supposed to add a new column or a new table?
I didn't get in assignment question you are talking.
Yes, ma'am.
So can we discuss this assignment question after this
Okay, ma'am.
so that we'll get link with that. So here right now with between. So that is other way you can write instead of this complete line where I have given specific selected specifically month. So now we know that October in every year the October month will have 31 days, right? So we can specify where date of joining between. What will be the date of joining? It is usually followed with a format. We can mention it as 0 DD MM YY. Here no need to put YY or year because we don't need for a specific year, right? So what we are supposed to write date date of joining. But again here we year issue will be there. We don't know the year, so between will not work here. We cannot write for between. We had for because our date is again is not completely we can mention as they have not specified the clear. So no, this way we cannot write the answer. Again here we have to go with the first format
Or
only.
else, ma'am,
If
we
we
can
want
use
for specific year October month, then we can go ahead here like this. For example, suppose 2005. So I can say this is my date and 31st August 10 2005. If they have clearly mentioned year also, then we can select using the between clause. If otherwise it will not work if it is for in general. We don't know the limit for starting of the company and end of that. So for that, select this option only up to here. This will
ma'am,
not.
we can use a string operation. Like
What you are saying?
we want, we can use string operation.
Yeah, string operation you can use, but then again you have to find out with that dash and everything should get matched
So
with
only you
that.
mention -10, and we'll start with a percent and end with a percent. Then we'll get to know.
That is also option. Otherwise, you can also write percent OCT with percent. In terms of whether it is at October 10, they are specifying with the help number 10 or October. So string operation is also okay for here. Fine. That is also other way. Any other way. But between will not work. That as we checked right now. String operation, how you will write with that? For from employee where date of joining select. We have to again here go with a nested query then. Select date of joining, then from table name again where date of joining like then whatever as we said before October month and after October month any string is valid, that is percent or OCT or 10 anything you can put, both will get valid for that, and after that also percent, so anything will accept, so that way also you will get your answer correct. So here we got two way solution. One is with this normal way by just selecting part of the date of joining, that is right now I required month, so I have specified MON for that and October. Otherwise you can also write the same query with the nested query where in bracket select clause again, that is a nested query you have to write. Find out the month October month, that is the date of joining for that October month, and accordingly from that select the star, that is employee name. That is other solution, valid. Write it properly, you will get full marks. Okay. Any doubt in this second query? Okay. Third question. We'll go ahead. So many questions we have. We'll also go through your assignment questions if we get time. So we have here, give all employees of ABC Corporation a 10% raise. Now here, your ABC Corporation, you have to give 10% raise. What you will do? First thing, what you will do, which command you require here? You have to increase, I know
Employee and
that word.
salary.
Yes, Prathamesh?
Employee and salary.
Employee table and salary we require. You are saying that?
Yes, ma'am.
But in employee table, we don't have salary, Prathamesh.
Ma'am, works table and
Work stable.
salary column.
Yes, yes. So we required works table where we have salary as well as employee
Company name.
also. Company name, ABC Corporation, right? So now we require table as works. Correct. Table selection is done. Now what we required to do? We have to just select the thing. We have to alter it, or what? Which command we require basically? 10% raise. Raise means we have to raise in salary. So for that, what we are supposed to do?
We can
Alter.
add a new column. We can multiply it.
Yes, so basically we have to update the salary. Correct? Now we have to update it by 10%. Okay, this such question I think we have done in class also. But anyways, by 10%. So for that purpose, what we can do, we will use update command. So for update, which table we are going to update? We are going to update works table. So we'll go for works. Which column we want to update? Which column we want to update?
Salary.
Salary.
Remember we have done 5% and 6% increment, something.
Ma'am, is it possible here that we can give a command like salary is equal to salary into 1.1?
That only we are doing. Correct. That we did last time in 5% and 6% increment in the salary. Same way we are going update, then set salary. Right now, whatever salary is there, set that salary with current salary into, that is into 10%
0.1.
rise. You, if you want to give, then 1.10. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so with this you will get your salary increase by 10%. Okay, update, set, and then what is there?
Where company name.
Where company
Yes,
name is ABC.
correct. Where company name is equal to whatever is given, ABC. Corporation. So according to this, we have finished with our query, where in works salary present. In the same table, we have company name, so we don't require any other table. We have referred the work update command to increase the salary of, okay, for this specific company. So it is simple, it is done. Now next, I'll just make it small. Yeah. List all employees who live in the same cities as their manager. Now, from here, managers table is there where you will come to know for employee name which manager is given, allotted. Okay, and this manager name, whatever we are having, definitely this manager is also an employee. We have learned the relation that is works for. So manager, whoever is a manager, he will also have an employee of the company. So his name is also present in this employee. This query is slightly tough to understand, but it is, we just want to match with the city of manager with the employee city before we have, and who all are manager in the okay. So this basically we require. So what we will do here, we will use this managers relation plus we will use this employee relation two times. Why we require two times? Because we have from these only we have to find out who all are employee or manager. So we have to compare that somewhere here with this manager name. And also we have to find out the city. Manager city is also here because he is also employee of the company, right? So for that purpose, we require this employee and managers relation. So based on that, I have just, I think I have written, but otherwise if I'll write, that will be more easy. I'll explain you, don't worry. So first thing we have to find out the list all employees. Here select e.emp name. I have just selected the employee name. Employees who live in the same city as their manager. So we have to match the city of employee with the manager city. Okay. So for matching that, I have written this. What is ENT? I'll explain you. This is the command which will map with city, manager city and employee city. Okay. Now here I have mentioned here T. EMP name is equal to m dot manager name. Here I am checking whether the manager name and this employee name, wherever those are same, for finding the who all are a manager. Okay, so T relation from this from table I have taken. That T table I am using to relate with a manager, considering for manager. So I have taken here employee relation twice. Okay, employee once I am considering as a E table, second employee I am considering as a T table. Two tables side by side you keep in front of you. You will come to know. And third table I am taking as a manager where I am assigning it as a M. Manages where I am assigning it as M. Only thing this employee table I have taken two times and that's why I have used a tuple variable for that. E and T. Okay, now based on this what I am doing, I have to match with the first, I am writing where E dot EMP name is equal to M dot EMP name. Okay, so this I am checking here. You can see the relation here. EMP name present, sorry. This EMP name present here and EMP name present here, so that I will get these two relation connected, joining condition, common condition. So that is EMP name I am taking for that purpose to map these tables with each other. Otherwise they will not join with each other. Okay, so that is my first condition. Second, E dot city is equal to T dot city. Both cities should match. Where? T dot city basically. Sorry. Okay. So now here P dot employee name is equal to manager M dot manager name to find out the manager for the employees. Where I am considering this for the manager. So this is the city of manager and this is the city of other employees. If those cities are same, give me the name EMP name for those employee from employee table. Okay, slightly tricky, but only thing if you are going with actual just in front of you as employee table two times. Okay, you know that in employee table manager is also present, so manager city is also given in that, so manager is also an employee. So using that I am finding who all are manager from this employee name, T dot employee name. Okay, based on that I am checking the city for that manager with the normal employee city. So those which are matching, I will get the name of those employee over there. Okay.
So,
Is
ma'am,
it? Yes. Yes.
can you use nested? Because I think nested will make it more easy.
You can go ahead nested with nested query, no problem. But with that nested, again, you have to find out with the manager for that employee first. Then city. For if you're going for a city of a manager, again, you require this employee table 2 times. You don't know who is manager. City is given only here for the employee. Manager's relation is not having city. So first, again, you have to find out the manager for that. From these employee name, who all are manager. So if same query you want to write with nested, no problem, but the answer should come same. There are different ways to write the query. Answer should come finally the same answer. So if you can write with nested, no problem. Go ahead with the nested. Yeah. He wrote select employee name
Ma'am,
from
it is
Yeah.
still incomplete. I have to write select employee name from employee where in city, like city in, I'll select city as a thing to compare.
1
And
minute.
I'll select,
Select city from employee, comma manages. But okay,
I have to add a
where
condition where
Yes.
employee dot employee name is equal to managers dot employee name.
manages dot
EMP name. I'll complete the query again and I'll send you it.
yeah, that is a joining condition. I have understood that. Where city from select city from employee manages where uh, employee dot emp name equal to manages dot emp name, right? So with that, you will get the select, yeah. Select city
This is my
from
complete
employee
query.
and manages where select city
From
means
this first, I'll get the employees who are, managers who are working in the like cities of the managers. Then I'll compare them with the employees and then they'll print it out.
here you will get cities, right? Okay, with this manages dot emp name. But this is only emp name. Employee emp name and manager matching with that, you are getting the city, so you will get all cities. See, Krishna, with this you are nowhere comparing who is the manager. In managers relation, whatever EMP name are given, those are not for manager names. You're getting here in this wait, I will just show. Here this manages is nothing but a relation in ER diagram. Somewhere. So that is having manager name. Somewhere we are writing employee relation, and in place of like works for, we have written works for relation. They have created managers company to the employee. So accordingly, somewhere we are getting this relation. So this manager name is okay, agreed with the manager name, but nowhere you are using that manager name. You are not finding the manager name or writing or using some anywhere the manager name to identify these employees are manager name. Where I have compared here, this line is missed somewhere in your query. So you first have to find out from this employee relation who all are manager. Compare that, and then city part is okay. For city, identifying only city with this relation, I'll get no problem. But first you have to find out who all are manager.
Hello, ma'am. But the question is asked, list all the employees who live in the same city as their managers.
As their manager, so how you know that who all are manager first? So first find out who all are manager. That is the question. With this last line where you have written it is just employee name, you will get finally. All employee name you will get.
I am finding out from the second select, I'm finding out the cities in which the managers are working.
But how you are identifying managers? My question is that who all are managers here? Manager name is nowhere you have mentioned. You're getting?
I have to use instead of managers, I'll use manager's name. Sorry, miss. I missed out that. I made a mistake.
Where?
I'm making the changes and I'm sending it.
Yes. So here basically the query is simple, just to compare with the two tables. Same employee table you take two times. Managers relation logic, I am just saying to you that we have to compare these tables. Comparison, you have to compare the employee city with manager city, and that you will get in employee relation only. So to get that city comparison, we are using the two tables here. Same table two times to compare that whatever the manager I'm considering over here as T relation by employee name, I'm finding with this line which I have highlighted, what I'll get the manager name, who all are manager in this employee name, means my employee relation. Based on
I
that,
connected it.
yeah. So you have written select employee name from employee, okay, where city in, select city from employee manages, okay, where employee dot emp name is equal to manager, no, manager underscore name is your attribute, not table.
Ma'am,
It
but
may
the
be
first
reverse way.
query, sorry ma'am,
It
but
may
my
be
first
reverse
query
way.
gives me,
Manager, yeah, he Shubham wrote for that. Manager manages as your relation name, dot manager underscore name. Okay, okay. With that, what you will do, you will get the data such as from this you will come to know who all are managers, right? Employee name. Then you will find out the city for them, and then you will go ahead with way works. That way it will work. Because here what you are doing now, consider this line over here. We are using this manager name, whichever are there in manager relation, with the employee name, finding out the name of the EMP name as manager name. So with this line, okay, these two merge we have to do with this line. I'll just replace your query with this. Table name dot attribute name should be there. So this is what you have written, right? So according to that, with this S is not there. You understand now. With this line, you will get the employee name who all are manager. Okay. From those, you are finding the city from these two relation. Okay, employee and managers using that, and then you are finding the employee name from your employee name where city present in this result. Okay, so that is okay. With this you will get the answer. So this is second solution you will get for same thing. It is accepted. Fine. So both solutions are correct. You write any solution. Sometimes students are finding many of the students last time also they said, ma'am, we are finding the nested query easy. So it's okay. If clearly they have not specified to mention, right, without, don't use nested query or use nested query, then you can solve your question in any way. In whether you can go for nested query or not, that is up to you. But if it is specified, use nested query and then you are writing simple solution like this, then it is wrong. If it is specified, don't use nested query, but never they said like that, don't use nested query. Sometimes they say use solve this by using the nested query, but don't use, they never specify like that. But still, always remember the read the question properly and solve accordingly. If nothing is mentioned, go in any direction, you will get your answer. Okay, so fine. Any doubt in this question still? So we can write both the solution for this. I'll copy this for you people also, so that later on if you want, somewhere here, or I'll mention, otherwise people will, so there are few students who will not understand on it. Fine, we'll go ahead next question. Find all employees who earn more than average salary of all employees of their company. So try yourself, answer for this question and the next question for that. Next question is very simple. Just now I think we did. So try by yourself both the questions and give me the answer. You can put your answer in chat box. And this is for everyone, all students. Try solving the question by yourself. Let me check your answers and then we will discuss. Continue. Put your answer in chat box so that I'll see.
Ma'am, can you show the question?
Yeah. There are different ways for this query also. Let us get all the ways. You can go with a nested query, you can go with a view, writing view and then getting the answer. You can also go with a normal query. So it's up to you, the way you are writing. Sorry, I'll show. I'm just checking in chat box so that we can get the answer. Don't give answers right now. Okay, when I will say that time only you do your answer. Just write answer and keep with you somewhere in Word file. Later on, just copy paste it. I'll show you the next two questions also. Then we will discuss. Okay, next two questions. Just see the question. Now here, this question is somewhat similar to right now we did with manager city. Here only the difference is they have asked for company city. So now don't consider the manager's relation. And it is not that way difficult. It is simple because city is present in company also for comparison.
Ma'am, the first two questions,
Yeah, you want that also? That not done?
second question I want to see.
These are? Shall I move ahead? Okay, we'll move ahead. Or shall I wait here?
I had one more doubt. Instead of using in,
Yeah.
can we use is equal to, like equal to sign instead of in?
Instead of
In,
instead of
can we use in I and in? We can use equal to sign. Can we use equal to sign?
sometimes it is accepted, but if it is nested query, always in is better.
Because it is
Yeah, it depends on the version of your compiler. So if you are writing that is not some subquery or final result need to match with a few results from that. So in is supported for that. So it will only give the, for example, out of 10 only 3 will be your output as per whatever query you are having in previous part, outside query. So for exam, if you are writing, always it is better to go for in. If there is only one attribute in your result, final result, nested result, and you know that that only you have to get that as answer, then it is equal to is okay. Okay, I'll move ahead with the next. I think one only question there after. I have added one. There are many question, university question. I have added say 6 to 7 here. At least you will get idea how to write the questions for solve the queries. So this is a query where it is related with the string operation. So use string operation for this. Is it okay? Shall we go ahead for with answers? Or you need time still you are writing? So I'll just go to the question where we started. Find all employees who earn more than average salary of all employees of their company. So other than those who have given answer, who would like to give answer for this question? Yes, you wrote the answer, so we'll check that answer first. Wait, now everyone don't post. You give your answer for other questions, okay? So he has written select employee name from employee details. Employee details. There is no employee details, Yash. We have only employee table. Select employee name from employee where salary greater than salary from employee. Employee relation is not having salary. Okay. Select average salary from employee. Here somewhere you are missing with the real tables. There is, employee table is not having salary attribute, so you need to modify that. We'll check Anurag's query. Select employee name, okay. From works, okay, where salary greater than select average salary from works. Okay, average salary from work, correct? Fine. Select employee name, average salary from works, where salary greater than average salary. Here you don't need to select average salary, Krishna, because they just asked what is asked.
No,
Only
ma'am, but it is
employee.
better to mention if you want to show them.
Yeah, there is no need because if you want it, that column to be there, it is okay. That will
I
come
want
in
to
your
display that
result.
column.
Yeah, that result will come into your output, whatever is present in select clause. So this is the way to write. Both are correct. Only whatever they have written about Yash, I told you the mistake, right? Fine. So next. Give all employees of this we have already done previously, right? So who will give the answer right now for this question? Put your answer. I think everyone should get the answer for this. Others? Yeah. Okay. Vinod, your answer is correct. Don't change this order. 1.15 and salary into. It is correct, but always you write the thing which is there, and then definitely in multiplication it never makes any effect. But keep habit of writing in that way. You missed out. So small. So that is okay. So almost everyone got this answer because we already similar type of question. Next is list all employees who live in the same cities as their company city. So give the answer for this as their company city now. Yes, Shubham has given the answer for that previous one. Also okay. I want answer for this city. Yes, we know to give the answer first, so we'll check that. Select what we required. List all employees. Okay, so select employee name. Okay, from employee table. Where city in. Select city from employee company where employees dot city is equal to company dot city. Okay, but list all employees who live in the same cities as their company city. From employee where city in. City from employee company where employee dot city is equal to company dot city. It is correct, but we know with this query, who live in the same city. I am not getting result that this employee is working in this company. City can be anywhere. With this, I'm not getting that this employee is working in this, but this company only. Because here this city is the company city and this city is the employee city, his own city where he stays, right? So now with that your matching is okay, but I don't this whether that employee is working in that only company, I don't know. So somewhere you need to match with company name with this company name or some ID is given and you need to match with employee name somewhere or employee ID whatever is given.
So can we match with employee
Employee?
name because it is common
Yeah,
in
you
both?
required to match with employee name also. You required works relation also to be considered because then only you will come to know you can match with employee and works and then company works and company to match you required works and company relation. So you require these three relations over here. So I
Ma'am, but
think
the
I have not written.
second query gives us the city, common city in which employees and
Yes, definitely city. This part. Hello, you can hear me, right?
so can we use join in this case?
That only I'm saying you have to join with the city join operation for that. You can join with natural join for that. Basically in SQL we are writing the query in the form. I have not written answer, so I'll just write the answer here.
So
You can.
if
I'm
we don't
writing
have
the
any
answer.
primary key, so we have to use join in that case if you want to relate two
Usually,
tables.
when they give the schema in what our final exam, they never mention the primary key. You have to understood for that. Basically, for employee, you have to consider one of the attribute as a primary. For example, employee name, because it is present somewhere else also. Works is nothing but the primary is a relation where it is having the company name from other entity and employee name from another entity. So these are the primary key in some other relation. Salary may be the attribute for that relation. They quickly just turn your mind into converting the ER from the schema, because they never give the primary key in the schema for such queries. So you have to identify. Company name is having company name as a primary key as per whatever they have given. It manages will be the again the relation between this employee and you can say employee only manages as the like works for. So maybe the manager name and this. So according to that, you have to identify. In this relation, I can say these both are right now primary key. Here, this is the primary key. Here, this many to many relations. So these are the primary key. Here, this is the primary. That you have to identify. They never give. So I'll just write the query first. What we will do, we have to find out the employee name. So I will write select EMP name as per given names we have to use. So EMP name we have written from. Now I have to check for the city. Company city should match with employee city. Right. This city match with employee city. But cities as their company they have specified. This their word makes a lot of difference. So here I need to consider whether that employee is working in this particular company only. So I have to consider this works relation. So based on that, my query will be from employee. You can write employee as I just mentioned E. That is up to you whether you don't want or whether you don't want, don't write W. Then company. C. Okay. Now where condition will come. Where three tables now you have to first join with the common attribute. So with where I can also continue here. Where first I will go with employee and works. Common attribute here I am finding is a employee name. So I will say table name E dot EMP name is equal to table name works means W. So these two tables are joined and next two works and company. Common attribute is company name. So I will check with W dot, sorry, C is not capital. Company name equal to company C dot company name. So this way I have joined these two works and company. In all, using these two comparison, my three tables are joined. So now I can use any of the attribute for matching. So common mapping attribute which they have asked is nothing but city. So for that city, I will say city is present in employee table, right? So E dot city is equal to and city for company C dot city. My answer is done. Same query you can, if you want to write with the nested, if you like to write with nested, you can go ahead. But all these things to be covered over there. Okay. So that is about this query. Any different
Ma'am,
way?
it is a query.
Yeah. Select employee name from employee. Okay. Where city in, select city from company, full join employee on company with employee. No. Query is correct, but the thing is, you with this you will not come to know whether that employee is working in that company. Right now they have given C.
Ma'am,
For
I'll
example,
consider left join. I'll consider left join. Then in left join, it will only consider the company.
see, if you are using the left join or a right join, that doesn't matter. Right now, suppose for example, this company is a table, right, which is having company name and city. So if I am writing here company name, for example, Infosys, city is Mumbai, I'll write TCS, for example, TCS city Mumbai. Then I will write some other Wipro, city is Pune. So in that case, and here employee name is suppose Krishna, city is Mumbai, then Anurag, city is Pune. So I have to match with the name of the employee with the company, but I don't know whether that employee is working in that company or not. That I will get with this two, company name and the employee name. So I have to match this with this employee and company relation also. You're getting my point? So for that purpose, works relation is required over there.
We'll use nested in work and company, and then we'll keep employee outside.
Nested?
We'll write down the query and I'll send it.
Yeah. So that is a main thing is that make your concept clear right now. Understand the table in front of you. So always, usually in exam when the question are asked, if you are good in a nested query, you can go ahead. Otherwise, this is the best option where you just have to at least if you are required 3 tables, 2 mapping attributes. That is 2 common attributes to map to 3 tables. 3 tables need to map with each other. What I have done, I have used employee name for mapping these 2 tables. I have used company name to map with these 2 tables. So my 3 tables are joined together here, and then my comparison attribute, which is city I am checking. So done. And whatever is your select part that you can write and from part. Okay. So yeah, select employee name from employee where city in, select city from works company where works dot employee name is equal to works dot employee name is equal to company dot, but company is not having employee name Krishna attribute. That is my question. That is the main point I want to tell. That company name present in works but not in company. So employee name present in works but not in company. Company name present in company works but not in employee, and that is the reason I need to consider the 3 table. Okay. So meanwhile, we'll go ahead with the next question. This is a question, list name of companies starting with letter A. Those who have written answer, they can submit for this. This is very simple. We have done for this string operation. Select company name from company where company name like percent A. Krishna, starting with letter A. Yes, correct. Where company name, select company starting with A. Yeah. Select company name from companies. Companies nahi, Manish. Table name is given as company, so don't do that. Where company name like, okay, correct. Order by company name. If that is this order by company name is optional. They have not asked you to order by company name, so don't go for that. If it is asked, then only write it. Otherwise, your query is correct. Yes, same query. So that is for last answer. And there are so many questions related with that. So right now we'll move towards your assignment part. One question, I'll just copy here. I'll open your assignment and we'll go ahead with your assignment part. I'll not solve your assignment query right now, okay? Because I want those to be solved by you people. But we will discuss at least so you will get idea. This is a assignment is a part of your lab. So assignment 1, right? Yeah, I have changed your assignment date, submission date. It is 12. So that take your time, do it properly and solve it. Okay, here we are having with the batch A, insurance database. Consider insurance database given below and answer the following question. You people remember we have done with the car, insurance ER diagram. The same schema they have given here. So based on this, they have asked the question. Any batch A people having any doubt if you have tried for this?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the third question.
You are in batch A? Okay.
No, batch B. I have doubt.
You are in batch B. So you have doubt in this first batch A question. You
Yes,
tried
ma'am.
that? Okay. So what they have asked you, add new accident to
Only
database.
the third, yes, third part, the new
Yeah.
accident you have to add.
Yes. So new row you have to add into database. Simple. Add new accident to database. Wait, what is accident table? Report number, a date, and location.
You have
Right?
to insert new values or you have to
Yes.
add a new
Yes.
column.
No column. Accident
We have
is
to
my
add
one
the table.
table. Accident is my one table, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So accident table means I have to add one row, not column. Add new
Okay, ma'am.
accident to the database. Got it? That one row will give me the complete report of complete data of that one accident. So just insert one row for that particular table. That's it. So anyone else, any batch A student is having any doubt in this? Or maybe you must have not tried. Try it. If you are having doubt, we will discuss those. So I'll not discuss right now with that. We'll go with the batch B part. Batch B is having consider the following education database. So here simple database is given and based on that they have asked you the query. So I think here also you will not face problem, but still if you are having any doubt, you can discuss. This is a very simple questions they have asked here.
Ma'am, I
Yes,
submitted it.
you have submitted it. I'll check it later on. Next, batch C. I think batch C is having questions related with this ER diagram, right? Here actually there are 5 questions. Oh, this is a question, first question. I don't know how I did that mistake. This is your first question. Maybe in your diagram I have done correction, but just identify this, okay? Batch C. This is a question for these SQL queries. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then batch D. Any student from any batch is having doubt in their queries. If you have tried, you can ask right now. If not, then we'll discuss that later on. So right now, as we have time, what I will do, I will just cover few part of your trigger. That is the next theory part. Why I'm covering that? Because your question 3 is there, right? Somewhere in question 3, you need to add the foreign key. Okay, so for while creating a table, create table name, when you're doing at that time based on your schema, you will come to know which is a foreign key, so you have to add that foreign key accordingly. So that part I'll cover right now, so that your assignment part is over and you can solve your assignment. Okay, so I'll just start with that part. So here I'll just cover with this integrity constraint part with you people, so that you will complete the part of your assignment. And anyways, I am going very slow so that we have to finish it. Integrity constraint. So now basically we have started or we have studied few integrity constraint when we started just basic for SQL commands. So similar those integrity constraints we are going to see here, but in detail so that you will come to know how to use them in SQL queries. So what is the purpose of this integrity constraint? Why we require this integrity constraint? Suppose we want to protect our schema, protect our queries from some external user to do some changes into our database, or some unauthorized person to modify your database. In that case, you can put this integrity constraint with your database. So for definition for that is integrity constraints guard against accidental damage to the database. So basically, by ensuring that authorized changes to the database do not result in a loss of data consistency. So basically, when as an DBA, I can do the changes because I am the authorized person for that database. I can modify my database where I will definitely not try to harm my company database or my system database, right? But if you want to protect your database from some unauthorized user, then you can put the integrity to guard your database. First one, few examples I have listed here. Checking account must have balance greater than 10,000. Sometimes banks are saying that or automatically you get message, right? So somewhere they are adding that constraint, and once that balance goes less than so and so amount, that they will get an intimation about that, and accordingly they will send the message, or automatically they will trigger out the message to be sent to the respective person on registered mobile number and or mail, whatever. Right now all facilities are there. So that is one thing they have done with their system. It should not go below less than so amount. A salary of a bank employee must be at least 400 and up. So it is up to when the salary is put in a account. So it is based on the number of days work for that employee. So it should not be less than 400. So it is according to that they will calculate the salary and so on, whatever constraints are there. This is not that exactly we are implementing in our query, but this is such constraint is there. So all these are constraints. Customer must have a non-null phone number, means you have to put the number for particular record or particular place wherever they are requesting, or in any mall wherever you are filling your data. So this is one constraint. This is about the integrity constraint. Why I am covering this here separately, although we have covered few part in our SQL previous module also in the same chapter. In exam, they usually ask 10 marks question for write all integrity constraint. So here you have to go in detail answer for all this with examples. So therefore that is the main part, intention to cover it again. First one we'll go for a domain constraint. You all know, right, SQL domains. Can anyone list out the domains? SQL domains. First, I think first slide, or first or second slide when we start SQL. Domains in SQL, which you are using to store the data. Now at least storing the, now if I'll go beyond this help, then I think you will get answer only. How you are storing the name in your database, how you are storing the age in your database.
Var, integer.
Yes. So all those are domains which we have studied, right? So for that now domain constraint first part are the most elementary form of integrity constraint. One of the form of integrity constraint. They test values inserted in the database and test queries to ensure that the comparisons make sense. So when you have, suppose in employee table, I am saying city as name, and in a company table, I am saying city as a number, that is integer. Maybe I can put code for that, for example 0102 and so on, as in for a city. So when I am saying writing in a query employee.city is equal to city, so it will not match with that, because here I have used the domain as integer one place, and one place I have used as a character, so or varchar, so it is not matching with that. So in that case, it will give you the error, or it will fire a query result that you will not get a result with for so and so things, whatever the usual normal way of saying the query that you will get based on that. So here it will not give the result for that query. Or suppose I have defined the city as a code integer value, and I am inserting a new row for that with insert. For example, I can say insert into table name a company, for example, insert into company name values. I can say name of, but while defining, so it will not insert that record in my table. So there it is, it will restrict some other person to insert the record. Definitely we never do like this, but it's if sometime you require for some privacy and you want to do, you can do for that. Okay, but that code and everything you should know, or somewhere you have to mention the record of that separately. Next, now these are integer, char, var2, and all these are present, date, timestamp, all these are present data domains in SQL or database, for database. But if you want to create a new domain, then those domain you can create with the help of existing domain. Whatever data types, whatever domains you have already present in your database, using those you can create new ones, such as you can see here. Dollar is a new domain which is created here with the help of numeric 12,2. So based on numeric 12,2, what is that we have studied, right? Similarly, here in this create domain, pounds is a new domain which is created again with the help of numeric data type. So likewise, if you want to create any of the domain, you can create it for your database, but with the help of existing data type. That is allowed. Fine. So this is about the domain. I have just one thing I just want to. Sometimes in our database, like we want to store the images, we want to store something other than normal simple characters or numbers. So for that, to store that, we require large object type. These all they have not mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, large object type. I'm just putting this for you people, so that you can, if you want, you can go do the study related with this for yourself. Okay, so this is like extra thing you should, I feel you should go in detail for the subject, so that definitely in industry demand is there for the people who wants to work for a database. So that way you can, if you want, you can go ahead with that. So we are having large object where such as photos, videos, any CAD files you want to store, then that you can store as a large object in the form of blob and clock. So we can have blob as a binary large object. Object is a collection of uninterpreted binary data, converted into the binary data, whose interpretation is left to an application outside the database. So that is converted, and accordingly you will store. Clock is nothing but for a character large file. Object is a collection of character data. So here, this you will convert, whatever images and all you will convert, and you will store in this format. Again, in detail I am not covering here. And then directly when you want to access that data, you will not directly go to that particular file. What you will do, you will have a pointer. When a query returns a large object, a pointer is written rather than the large object itself. So it will not directly give you the that particular object as your result with your normal database. For that, it will just give you the location. Like we are providing only link. Now you go there and you will get your data. So same way here, with the help of pointer, you will get the data. So that way you can store large files, which is not there in your syllabus right now. So I have just given you the idea. Next, constraint on single relation. You can have not null, primary key, unique, check constraint. But now the main problem is here. What happened now? Check constraint stop working with the MySQL because they have removed that check constraint from that. So now to work with the check constraint, we will learn how to write the check queries. But for that, you can create a trigger for that to check anything. Okay, if it is not working with a check constraint, you can we can write a trigger for that. So trigger part is a part of this constraint only. Suppose not null, you have to write. Declare branch name for branch is not null. Can anyone give me answer for this? We have done this. Declare branch name for branch is not null. How you will do this while writing, creating a table only you have to do this. Just consider table name as table name only and branch name as one of the attribute. For branch they have given, so table name they have mentioned. So give the answer for this, both of this. Anyone would like to give answer or I'll just show the answer? It is simple, you people did. Use the create table command. So I'll just go ahead with this. When you are creating a table, you will write create table branch. Then in between you will write the attribute name, the data type for that with the size and not null constraint. This we did. I remember when you were trying this for primary key also. But if primary key is by default, it is not null. So no need to mention not null constraint for a primary key. Right? We did this. I hope I am audible to you people and I am continued with this. Right? Anyone just reply. One of you.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yeah, okay. Otherwise, I'll just talking and nobody's there. Next, declare the domain dollar to be not null. Now here, as we have created a domain, we came to know how to create the domain. So till here, we have just now saw create domain dollar with so and so data type. And at the end of that, just mention not null. So whatever you want to specify column as not null, specify that not null. Remember, not null is not a join word. Separate two words, whether you write it in a capital or lowercase, it is no problem with that, but separate word. Okay. Next, unique constraint. Basically, this unique constraint works with the candidate key. Okay. So unique constraint means all these attributes, whatever A1 to AM attribute will identify or every tuple uniquely together will identify tuple uniquely. The unique specification states that the attributes so and so form a candidate key. Candidate key means they will identify each and every tuple uniquely. Okay. Candidate keys are permitted to be null in contrast to primary key. Okay, primary key cannot be null, but if you are specifying this as a candidate key, they can be null. Okay. Check constraint, as I told you, check PP is your condition or predicate or rule which you want to apply. For example, declare branch name as the primary key for branch and ensure that the values of assets are non-negative. Clear? So branch name and declaring branch name as a primary key, simply just write primary key at the end of the branch name, or at the end of your query before putting the semicolon, just write branch name or primary key or primary key in bracket. If there are more than one, I suggested go for that option. Otherwise, next to the attribute, just mention primary key. So that part is done. Ensure that the values of assets are non-negative. So this is now something constraint. Okay. So for that you can use check constraint like this. Creating the table branch. Branch name is my attribute. So I can mention before this comma primary key. Here I have added at the end. That is up to you. branch city, character 30, assets integer. Okay. Sometimes some system consider only int. Some systems accept integer. So that depends on the software version software which you are using. Because right now I cannot consider one software for the theory part. So here if you are mentioning int integer, accept it. Then we are having check constraint. What is, see here check constraint when you are writing check, then in the bracket what you want to check P predicate. So my constraint is assets are non-negative. Non-negative means greater than equal to 0. Correct? Total bank assets. Total what is the value of bank is having right now? No, that total what we can say in we say property, total property of a bank right now. It is not a correct word for that, but right now to understand total amount of with the bank with including all the gold, money and everything, whatever that term is the asset we called in bank. So asset greater than equal to 0. This is about checking for that. If we want to, if this is not greater than equal to 0, definitely that bank cannot work only, right? So that is one constraint we are putting. Next, general syntax for this check constraint is like this. Create, this is domain hourly wages. This is new domain created. If it is asked, you can ask, otherwise no need to do that. Constraint. Look for the second line. Constraint. This is the name for the constraint. Value underscore test is the name for the constraint. And then my check constraint name or whatever check. And then this is a predicate. This part, name for the constraint which I have written, constraint value test is optional. This is not compulsory. But why we are writing this constraint name? Because later on if you want to modify this constraint, you want to drop this constraint, check constraint, then you require the name for that constraint. So always it is better to write the name for the constraint. Okay, so check value greater than equal to 4. So that is as per whatever is asked, hourly wages allow only greater than a specified value. So I have taken as 4. So this is about that only. Few examples just added for your understanding here. Check age greater than equal to 18. Similar thing, I can write constraint. This is the name of my constraint. Check is a keyword for check constraint. Age greater, two things together. Age greater than 18, greater than equal to, and city is equal to Mumbai. So that way also you can do. Why I have given this check constraint name? That I will show you next slide. Suppose I am working with alter table, add constraint. I am just adding this check constraint name. Check age is greater than equal to 18 and city is equal to Mumbai, which was there in previous questions example. Just taken here. If it is not added previously, and if you want to add, you can do that with the help of alter command. And if you want to now remove this constraint, then again alter table with the table name, drop constraint, whatever is the name of the constraint. So here we require that constraint name. If you are not having constraint name added to only writing check, then it is very difficult to remove this constraint from this. Then I have to again remove everything from that table, means I have to start again from the starting. So it is not only part of this check constraint part. I'll suggest whenever you are, for example, when you are working with the front end creation, that is designing a form, every label, every box, you're putting some name for that, right? So that name is useful when you, or ID or something you're putting for that, that is useful when you want to refer it somewhere, when you want to update it. Right, so that is the way. Just put the name for the constraint when we are working with a check. Okay, this is about the check constraint, and this part you require for your assignment. Adding the foreign key in your table. First thing right now, ensures that a value that appears in one relation for a given set of attributes also appears for a certain set of attributes in another relation. We have seen this, right? One primary key of one table will present as a foreign key in another table. So here, primary key and foreign key are related with each other, right? But that is also normally this all formal definition is saying that only, that how the foreign key present in another table. So what is given here specifically, I don't know how to explain you exactly, but I'll try with that. What they have given R1 and R2. I just do this. Yeah, you all wrote your answers in this chat box, but I have not seen your answers. Okay, so I'm just now I can see because I have stopped this presenting. So here, okay, I have opened it in read only mode. Mm. Here I'll try to show. As per this definition, definitely definition with this definition, we will just go ahead with this for explanation. That is the reason we require board for teaching. Let R1 of R1, this is my main relation, R1 and R2. R1 will consider and R2 is another, sorry, R2 is other one. From this, I have taken schema as only. Center align, I just change the align. Why it is coming by default capital, I have not done this. I'll do one thing, I'll just write like this. One, okay, and then here it is having R2. Okay, then I am having B relations with primary keys K1 and K2. So here I will write K1 primary key for this, K2 primary key for this. I'll just say primary key. Then the subset alpha of R2. So here I have alpha. Now I'm not going for symbols, I've just written the word alpha subset of R2, right? R2. The subset alpha of R2 is a foreign key. Foreign keys. Now subset alpha means you can say one of the column in R2. One of the column in R2. Okay, is foreign key in R2. Remember, for example, we can say bank name, foreign key in my loan relation. Okay, so likewise alpha is subset of relation R2, part of R2 relation table. Okay, is foreign key referencing K1. K1 means primary key here. K1 in relation R1. If every T2 in R2, for example, we say T2 means tuple, T2 in R2. There must be a tuple T1 in R1. Means if I am saying T1, tuple T1 in R1. If in a bank name present in my loan relation, bank name present in loan relation, then that bank name has to be present somewhere in in any of the row for this relation R1, for which primary key I am referencing over here. For the primary key, we can talk about this. Okay, so if you are having foreign key column is there in general, roughly now I am saying, if foreign key column is having one of the value present in there, that column, all those values somewhere need to be present in the primary key column of your main relation. Okay, that is a normal language wording to understand it. Otherwise, the definition is in front of you. Tuple T1 are such that T1 of K1 is equal to T2 of alpha. T1 of K1, that is a tuple K1, whatever column is there, that is a primary key, should be same as the alpha subset. That is that row value which is present for that subset which we considered as a foreign key. Clear? So if I am saying now in general term, I am saying to you, this is my R1. I prefer this. This is my R1. This is my R2. If I am saying A is the attribute, A is the primary key for R1, which I am referring in R2 with the name as A1. I can change the name, right? So whatever values, column values will present for this A, sorry, not for this, whatever column values present for this A1, which is a foreign key in R2, should match with the attribute value present for A. Okay, if I am suppose saying value present for AR1, 3, and here as a foreign key column for this A, I am having 4 and somewhere here 1, somewhere here 1, again somewhere here 1. So out of that, this 1 is accepted, but this 4 is not accepted as this value does not exist in the main relation column, that is a primary key column. Okay, so remember this. This is only, actually this part is only explained with the help of normal or formal terms which we use. So that I tried to explain you with that. So that is given. Oh, I hope it is clear. Okay, so that is only given over here. Referential integrity constraint, also called as a subset dependency. Okay, why subset dependency? Because it depends on the values present in your primary key. See, alpha is a column in relation R2. This whole column is subset of your primary key column, that is a K1 column from R1. Okay, this project means selecting column. This is a subset notation. Okay, fine. So we'll move ahead with this. Main part is my adding the primary key. Referential integrity. You all know now primary key, unique key, foreign key we have studied, right? Reference, relation and all that. Adding a primary key to your table, you can write like this: foreign key, account number, references account. This is the table name from where I am taking the primary key. This is the attribute which I am taking as a foreign key in this table, in new table. Okay, only the lines of foreign key given. Completely I will show again, don't worry. Second way, account number, character 10, that is a defining while defining the table in a relation. References, account relation. This is the second way. Third way, foreign key, account number, references, table name and attribute name. So anyway you can follow. We'll go ahead with the example. I have created a customer table with customer name, customer street, customer city. I have taken banking example only, so don't worry. Here the primary key is customer name. Second table is a branch name, branch, city and assets. primary key again here is a branch name. So these are the normal table which we have created previously also. This way you have to create the tables in your question number 3 of your assignment. Okay. Now, so after that, create table account. Account is a table which is having schema as a branch name, account number and balance. But my branch name is a foreign key over here, right? We have taken because it is branch and account was having a one-to-many relationship. One at branch side, so we have added the primary key of branch into account relation in my schema. So based on the schema, I have to create a tables now. So for that, I have written create table account number, all the attributes which you required in that table as per schema, you have to take. So I have taken account number, I have taken branch name, I have taken balance. But branch name was not actual part of my table. It is a foreign key from the branch name because somewhere I have mentioned here, branch name as a primary key or a branch relation. So now here in my account, it is coming as a foreign key. So before defining the foreign key, you first need to be defined that a particular table in which that is a primary key. Okay. So now for this account relation, my primary key is account number. Here you can write the primary keyword here is also accepted. That is up to you. Foreign key, which is an attribute from this is a foreign key branch name. Referencing which table? Branch. Okay, this bracket is extra bracket, or that is for create table bracket. Okay, so that is okay for this particular, for adding the foreign key. Second, same thing you can also write like branch name character 15, references, branch table and branch name attribute. It is up to you, the 3 different ways which I just showed you. Anyone you can follow. Okay, next, depositor. Depositor is having required customer name and account number, right? Customer name is a primary key in customer table. Account number is a primary key in account table, right? And there is no other attribute over here in this table. But I told you, if it is many-to-many relationship, that is a depositor is our many-to-many relationship, then we take primary key of 2 entities, connected entities. And those both will act as a primary key for that particular table or relation, right? So here, these 2 together are my primary key. So I will say primary key, customer name, comma, account number. Foreign key is, which is a foreign key? Account number referencing account table, and foreign key, customer name references customer table. Clear? Any doubt here in this? Now again here you can have a delete cascade, update cascade on the foreign key. Again, this is not there in your syllabus, but I think if you want, you can study this. This is nothing but when you are deleting, suppose a child is there and the foreign key present over there, and if you are say deleting some particular thing in primary table, then automatically it will get deleted over there if it is delete cascade. And if you are updating something here in your parent table, then automatically it will get updated to the child. So that is update. So this you can go ahead for delete cascading for the account. Okay, that I have added. That is about the foreign key, how to add it. Any doubt till here? So I'll stop here because I want to cover this part for your assignment purpose. Now you all can start. Complete your assignment. You can, and you have to submit your assignment. I have kept 12. Now for experiment number 1 and 2, whatever deadlines I have given, I will not consider those right now. If it is late done, still I will give you marks based on that. But those who have answered when I was asking the question, they will only get the marks accordingly for your experiment, because many times I'm asking questions, but there are only hardly, I can say 50%, not 50 also, 30 to 40% students are only giving answer. Remaining all are not giving answer, which is not actually correct, or I am not finding it correct because I am teaching everyone equally, right? So I expect the answers from each and everyone. So based on that, I will not consider those as a late mark. But now onwards, whenever I will put any assignment, any experiment, you all have to submit it before the due date. Okay, why I have given this option, because for experiment 1 and 2 I can understand it was like a ER diagram schema, which is not easy to get result in one meeting or whatever, so on. So it was like a lots of discussion. If we are in college, we can meet and we can solve it easily, but right now due to this online thing, I have given that deadline. But now onwards we have simple query experiments, so I don't think we'll face problem with that. Okay, so I'll stop here, and we'll continue in our next lecture with this part. I'll just take your attendance. So now I require your names also, right? So what I'll do, I'll just hide so that I can take attendance also. Hmm. Period closure. Yeah, roll number 1. Roll number 1 is there. No? Roll number 2,
Present, ma'am.
3, 4,
Present, ma'am.
5,
Present, ma'am.
1 minute. Let me do this, otherwise later on I will not understand. Yeah, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6,
Present, ma'am.
7, 7 is not there, 8,
Present, ma'am.
9.
Present, ma'am.
Once you have given attendance, if you want, you can leave. 9, then 10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13.
Present, ma'am.
One more thing I forgot, sorry. Students, after this internal assessment test, we have designed one form which is like we required all the document for many other committees and all this. So you have to fill that feedback form, which I will share with you in your group. Or I can put here also right now, link, right? So I'll just put the link for that. I'll stop sharing. Just fill this feedback form. It is required to be filled by everyone. So I want for feedback from everyone. So kindly fill it.
Ma'am, we'll fill that on the group if you'll send it us on the group.
Actually, the problem is what happened, no? In group, that day also when we were having exam, I can understand when college will open after 15 October. Shubham, even I don't have idea about this. It totally depend on the outside syllabus. That in news right now they are just saying this that college mostly the colleges, schools and colleges will start after 15 October. Once we will get notification from the university, college will get notification or some GR, then college will forward it to us, and if we will get, definitely we will let you know. But I hope you all are enjoying with I can understand that sitting at home and doing all the things is not really not interesting, but still this is a chance where you can elaborate your other activities also, where you will get online courses and all that. But if there is any problem with my subject, you please let me know, and maybe accordingly I will plan whatever things I want to do. I'm trying my level best so that you will understand anything. Right now I need to be at chapter number 5, but I am going in slow way so that everyone will understand and everyone will get the thing clear. That is my intention. So let's see, once we'll get notification, we will inform you. Don't worry. About the group, yes, I was talking about the group. That day when exam was not happened because of Moodle, actually our exam was planned first and it was notified everywhere. But still, last moment they started the diploma college test on our Moodle for 130 students. Definitely, it was not notified to us also. So that is a one problem we faced that day, and due to that, the Moodle got slow, and you people were facing problem. So otherwise, Moodle was so fast because I personally observed it. So that was the issue, and on classroom, and it is like I have to prepare on classroom. It was not prepared previously, as I thought Moodle will work properly for that reason. So don't, any situation I can understand, don't get so panic for the situation. It is like internal test, and if you are not having internet at that problem, so it's okay. It is internal assessment test, we can consider right now. But if it is your university exam and if you are giving such reason to them that my internet was slow or I was not having internet at that time, they will not consider this student. Because right now when we are conducting the final year exam, online exam, those are like MCQs and all that, that is their responsibility to have the internet, to be at the place where they are having the internet properly. I know this is not a 100% way, but university is not considering that right now. They have filled a form from the student that you have to get the internet problem solved at your place. At least that you have to do. So student, consider the internal assessment test, because these marks are going to be considered for your final exam. Out of these 20 marks, we will calculate for your test. So take it seriously when you are giving the exam. I know the problem was there slow, because I personally was with online on Moodle. So every problem. So on group, what happened? There are many other teachers present. So in that, I don't like to share personally related with subject for when other teachers are also have access for that group. So that is the reason I don't want to put the form link on the group. So yeah, I know that you people have other group also for your discussion and all that. So if I can share it with your class CR, and CR can put over there. That is okay. Or you can talk with me personally. That is also okay. Such things you should not put on group is what I feel. So I hope you will take care of such a problem later on, whenever you are having any problem, because the main problem is there are many other teachers. You should not discuss with particular subject on a group. Okay, so take care of that. So that is the reason, or I can do one thing. I'll share the form link to Prathamesh, as he is your CR, and then he can share it with you all. Is it okay? Okay, so Prathamesh, I'll share it with
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Then right now I'll continue with attendance. So fill that form and I'll see the accordingly. We have done till 11, right? 12. 11 is there, Rahul? Rahul? Yes. Then 12. Utkarsha? She's not there.
Ma'am, I think you done for 13 or 15.
Yes, Rahul.
Ma'am, you done for 13, 14.
I'm not getting him. What he is saying?
Ma'am, you mark present, Utkasha.
Ma'am,
I
you
took
are
attendance for 12.
13 to 14.
She was there.
Yes, ma'am. Utkarsha was there.
Okay. Then 13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am.
15,
Present, ma'am.
17,
Present, ma'am.
18,
Present, ma'am.
19 is not there. 20, 20? 20 is not there? Yeah. 21? 21? Omkar? 22?
Present, ma'am.
23?
Present, ma'am.
24?
Present, ma'am.
25? 25? Bajrang? 26? 26? Aparna? 27?
Present, ma'am.
28? 29?
Present, ma'am.
30? 31?
Present, ma'am.
Yeah.
130 present.
Yeah. 32? 32? 33? 34?
Present, ma'am.
35?
Present, ma'am.
36?
Present, ma'am.
37?
Present, ma'am.
38?
Present, ma'am.
39?
Present, ma'am.
40? 40? Sandeep? I have seen him. Okay, right now he's not there. I'll mark him absent. 41?
Present, ma'am.
42? Arya? Arya, you there? 43, 44? 44, Nihal? 46,
Present, ma'am.
47, Dinesh, you were there, right? 48,
Present, ma'am.
49,
Present, ma'am.
50,
Present, miss.
51,
Present, ma'am.
52,
Present, ma'am.
53, Riddhi, 54, 54 is there, 55,
Present, ma'am.
56,
Present, ma'am.
57, 57 Om, 58,
Present, ma'am.
59, Vikram, 60, Vishal, 61,
Present, ma'am.
who is this?
Manish.
61, yeah, 62, 62, 63,
Present, ma'am.
64, 64, 65,
Present, ma'am.
66, 66 is there, Rupesh, 60, Kaustubh,
Present, ma'am.
Rishikesh.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so now who all are present here saying 33, 29? Okay, 33, I have marked you present. 29, yes, you are also present. Who else? 61 present. Yes, Manish, you are present. Done? Okay, fine then. Okay, you all can leave then. Shivam, you can leave.